There's a haunting beauty in decay, especially where the sea meets steel. Across the world, abandoned ships rest on lonely shores and beneath silent waves, their stories etched in rust and barnacles. Once marvels of engineering, these vessels are now time capsules, transformed by nature and legend. Today we'll journey from sunlit Greek beaches to Namibia's deserts, uncovering the drama and transformation behind the world's most incredible shipwrecks. These are not just tales of loss, but of rebirth, where wrecks become habitats, landmarks, and legends. Let's set sail and discover their haunting stories. Our first stop is Fuerteventura, Canary Islands, where the SS America, later the American Star, met her dramatic end. Launched in 1939, she was a symbol of American ambition, serving as a troop ship and later a glamorous ocean liner. In 1994, while being towed to become a floating hotel, a violent storm snapped her tow lines, leaving her adrift. The Atlantic hurled her onto Playa de Garces, breaking her in two. The stern vanished beneath the waves, but the bow stood defiantly for years, a surreal monument to impermanence. Adventurers and photographers flocked to witness nature reclaiming this once mighty ship. Each year the sea and wind wore her down, until finally she disappeared beneath the surf. Today, little remains, but her story endures, a powerful reminder of the ocean's ultimate authority. The American Star's ghost lingers, a symbol of grandeur lost to the relentless sea. Her legacy lives on in photographs and memories. Next, we visit Zakynthos, Greece, home to the iconic Shipwreck Beach and the MV Panotis. Legend says this freighter ran aground in 1980 while smuggling contraband, pursued by the Navy and battered by a storm. Some claim it was simply abandoned and placed there for tourism, but the truth is lost to time. Half buried in white sand, the rusting hull is now a canvas for graffiti and a magnet for visitors. The contrast of decaying metal, brilliant limestone, and turquoise sea creates a scene of surreal beauty. Fact or folklore, the Panotis has become a legend, one of the world's most photographed shipwrecks. It's a reminder that stories, true or not, can turn decay into myth. The ship rests in its sunlit tomb, watched over by towering cliffs. Our journey takes us to Namibia's Skeleton Coast, where the desert meets the Atlantic in a landscape of shipwrecks. The Edward Bolan, a German cargo ship, ran aground in 1909 in thick fog. Over decades, shifting sands pushed the coastline outward, leaving the wreck stranded half a kilometer inland. Now it appears as a ghost ship sailing a sea of dunes, a surreal sight in the heart of the desert. Its skeletal frame rises from the sand, a testament to nature's power to reshape the world. Silence reigns here, broken only by the wind through rusted metal. The Bolan is now a haven for desert creatures and a rare patch of shade. More than a wreck, it's a geological curiosity, claimed not by the sea but by the desert itself, a haunting symbol of time's relentless march. In South Australia, the HMS Protector rests among mangroves near Port Adelaide, a warship turned guardian. Built in 1884, it served in war and peace before being damaged in World War II. Instead of being scrapped, it was sunk deliberately to act as a breakwater, protecting the fragile coastline. For over 70 years, its rusting hull has become a living reef, sheltering oysters, fish, and seabirds. The Protector is now a beloved local landmark, a sanctuary for wildlife and kayakers alike. Its legacy has shifted from defense to conservation, a ship of war transformed into a haven for life. Slowly enveloped by nature, it stands as a poignant example of purposeful decay. Here, history and habitat merge on the tidal mud. In the Solomon Islands' Roderick Bay, the MS World Discoverer lies tilted and abandoned, a modern shipwreck in paradise. Built for adventure, it struck an uncharted reef in 2000. The captain grounded the ship to save everyone aboard. All were evacuated safely. Salvage was impossible, so the ship was left to the elements. Over 2 decades, sun and jungle have claimed the vessel. Vines creep through portholes and rust eats away its steel. Locals have stripped it for parts, but its dramatic silhouette remains a landmark. The World Discoverer is now a monument to the sea's unpredictability and nature's quiet reclamation. A rusting giant, it's a permanent reminder of hidden dangers beneath tranquil waters. In Scotland's Firth of Clyde, the MV Captainis, known as the Sugar Boat, rests on its side, a fixture of local lore. In 1974, a fierce storm snapped its anchor chain, and a collision with an oil tanker doomed the vessel. The captain grounded it in shallow water to avoid blocking the channel. The crew escaped unharmed. Its cargo of sugar dissolved into the sea, and the wreck was abandoned amid insurance disputes. For nearly 50 years, it's been a familiar sight, rusting yet resilient, and home to seabirds and marine life. The sugar boat is more than a wreck. It's part of the Clyde's identity, inspiring stories and art. A silent reminder of one wild night and the sea's power to create legends. On Australia's Fraser Island, the SS Mahino's skeletal remains loom over the sand, a ship with a storied past. Launched in 1905 as a luxury liner, it became a hospital ship in WO, saving thousands at Gallipoli. By 1935 it was sold for scrap, but a cyclone snapped its tow line, casting it ashore. Salvage failed, and the Mahino was abandoned, later even used for bombing practice in Watu. Decades of wind and surf have stripped it to a haunting frame, now a landmark for visitors. The Mahino is a powerful memorial, once a symbol of hope, now a victim of nature's might. Its rusting bones tell a story of luxury, heroism, and surrender to the elements. A fragile monument on one of the world's most beautiful coastlines. From Namibia's sands to Australia's mangroves, we've explored the world's most haunting shipwrecks. Each vessel, transformed by time and nature, is now a landmark, a habitat, and a storyteller. These wrecks remind us that beauty endures in decay, and that nature always reclaims what we build. Their stories continue, evolving as they dissolve into the elements. Which abandoned ship would you explore? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for joining this voyage. Subscribe for more incredible discoveries. The world's stories are written in rust, sand, and sea.